guys? Back with another episode of ARK Survival Evolved, and I some something pretty cool happened since the last episode I made, um, and you guys are gonna find this kind of funny, but I have actually started over again on a different server, but this is gonna be really I think this is gonna be really good. Basically, the reason I started over again on another server is because a buddy of mine that I work with, he's actually the reason I play this game. He kind of got me interested in it, telling me about all the stories of him playing it. Anyways, he used to play on another server with a group of friends that he knew in real life, and they were apparently they weren't the alpha of the server, but he said they could have at any point contested it and become the alpha. They just never went as far as doing that. Anyways, they played on a hardcore server. So what that means is that if you die, you lose. You start back over as level one. You have to create a new survivor essentially. So they were playing and they were kind of assholes on the server that they played on. It sounds like they raided a lot of people, wiped a lot of people, and as you can imagine, that's a big deal on a hardcore server because they lose everything. So apparently, when the Gigasaur first came out, it was the health on it was insanely OP, and someone dropped the night it came out. Someone dropped one into their base, tamed one, and dropped one into their base, and it wiped them and killed everything. So they kind of some of them quit playing for a while, and some of them kept playing, but they kind of disband at that moment. At that point, well, recently they decided to start playing again for whatever reason, and they're playing on this server that I'm on right now, and I was like, oh shit, this is my opportunity to get in there and try to experience some of the in-game content. I want to get in there, see what that's all about. So that's what I'm doing. I joined their server and joined their tribe, and this is actually kind of an unpopulated server. I mean, I've seen other players on here, but we're actually, in just numbers, we're probably the biggest tribe on the server already. We've been on the server for less than a week. Now we're not the farthest along in the tech tree. Like there's another tribe that we've been talking to, and they kind of lend us a hand a little bit, and we've done some trading with them. So you could say we're allies. We didn't ally with them in the game, but we are allies. It's just kind of a spoken thing. Anyways, they've only got 3 members, but they're all like level 60 and stuff. So they're farther along. They've got a metal base and everything. But in just pure numbers, we're bigger than them. We're like triple their size. Or not triple, but we're at least double their size. Oh shit, I hope my pterodon can carry all this. Okay, so yeah. So that's pretty much why I wanted to start over. I was like, hey, I'll go play with these guys. The hardcore server, it sounds, it's hard, but it's going to be hard because if I die, I'm going to have to start over from level 1 again. But I don't mind. That sounds kind of interesting to me. Oh, there's a fucking cage in the water over there. And I thought this would be a cool opportunity to get in there and experience some of the in-game stuff. Right now the server's a little unpopulated, but eventually people will start coming here. We'll get to do some cool raiding on bases and whatnot. But for now, we kind of get an advantage of that. We pretty much are going to get to level and farm and build up our base. Basically unchecked. We don't really have to worry about people raiding us too much because there's only one other tribe that really could raid us, and we're allied with them, so that's pretty cool. So I know. You can see the chat over in the left side. The Dino Score guy that's asking about the spoiled meat. That's the guy I work with, so I know him personally, and we're pretty good friends. We play pool like 3 or 4 times every day at work. So I feel pretty comfortable with him. But the rest of the guys, they don't know me, so I'm basically out here just kind of. I tamed this pterodon on my own, and I'm trying not to use any of their resources or anything because they don't know me. I don't want to be the guy that's going to come in here and they all have like one guy. We have 2 guys in our tribe that has almost 1,000 hours on this game, where I'm sitting at like 300. So You know, I'm kind of the noob of the tribe. So I'm trying to just, you know, tame a pterodon, use my own resources, get us some metal, do my part to show these guys that I'm not a slouch, and I'm not gonna, you know, if I do accidentally get one of their. Oh, this is one of the new Titanosaurs, by the way. This is pretty cool. This is one of the first ones I've seen. Anyways, I'm trying to prove my worth to these guys. Essentially, I'm trying to prove to them that I'm not a slouch and that I'm not gonna be a suck on the tribe. I'm gonna help. That's pretty cool, right? Apparently these things are freaking beast. Okay, so look at it. It's huge. It's ginormous. So I haven't read any of the patch notes about these, but I do. I would. One of the guys on this tribe was giving us some information about him last night. I'm sorry, not in the tribe, but on the server. Apparently, you have to be level 90 to tame it. So right there, that's going to be pretty hard on a hardcore server, because if you die, you're starting all the way over. But anyways, you have to be level 90 to tame it. There's only 4 on the server at a single given time. So like I could kill this one and another one would respawn somewhere, but essentially there's other than this one, there's only 3 on this entire server. So there's only 4 on the server at any given moment. It takes like 8 hours to tame or something like that. I'm not looking at the notes on ARK Wiki, but apparently it takes a long time to tame. And then once you tame it, it will die after 12 hours. So you only get to keep it for 12 hours. Now, the reason why you would go through all the effort of taming it is because apparently it just chews through metal like instantly, like 8 whacks and it goes through a metal wall or something like that, which is really not much. And it's a little faster than I'm told it's a little faster than a Bronto. So it moves relatively quick for how big it is, and it will just chew right through someone's metal base. It'll just destroy it. So basically, these things you go tame one real quick, you gear up, and you go wipe someone off the server that you don't like, because they can't really stop you. They can't really do anything against it. So that's pretty cool. But at the same time, I hope that we don't ever piss anybody off enough to go use one of those on us. But yeah, that thing's sweet. That thing is really sweet. Anyways, I'm just out here. This server is on the island map, not the center, which I like the island map. Or I like the center a little bit more, to be honest with you. But I am interested in checking out this map because they just did an update to this map. They rearranged the southern area a little bit, and they added the redwood biome. So that's pretty cool. I'll have to make it out there to the redwood biome eventually and check out that redwood biome. I hear it's kind of dangerous, so I don't want to go out there just yet. I'm only level 15, and yeah, that wouldn't be good. It's kind of cool because so these guys they've been to the end game content. You know, they know their shit, but they haven't been playing since like sometime last year. I want to say August or July of last year. So they haven't been playing in quite some time. So there's been all these recent updates. They don't quite know all the stuff that can be done. Like I was explaining the boats and all the cool stuff you can build on the boats to the guy I work with today at work, and he he was pretty surprised at the stuff you can do with the rafts. So I kind of want to build us a taming raft. I think that'll be pretty cool. I think that'll help our tribe a little bit. And there's a really good tutorial on YouTube of how to build rafts and stuff. So I'll probably use that and build it. And whenever I do, I'll do like a time lapse thing. I'll just fast forward as I'm building it, so you guys can see what I'm doing too. Yeah, I think that'll be pretty fun. I was gonna do that today, but some stuff happened in IRL, and I didn't get on till kind of late. So I don't want to. I don't want to start something I can't finish tonight, if you know what I mean. So yeah. I'm just gonna hang out here a little bit and keep farming this metal. I want to get us a good amount of metal, and whenever I come back, we'll look around, see if we can't find any Lobies bases to kick their door in and see what they got in there. Take a bunch of stuff. Apparently, this server had a massive war, and that's why it's kind of empty. No, it's not empty because I do see people on here, but in sheer numbers of big tribes, it's kind of empty, just because apparently there was some massive war here recently, and pretty much everyone got wiped out except for the other tribe that I was talking about that is farther along. So, and they seem like they're kind of a peaceful tribe, so no one really wanted to fight with them because they were fighting each other, and so you don't fight the peaceful guys when the aggressive guys are attacking your base. It's just that works. Anyways, I'm gonna keep mining this a little bit, and I'll come back whenever whenever we can look around for someone's base to hopefully kick their door in. Okay, so I am back, and I just wanted to quickly show off our base a little bit. There's Choves, he's one of the members. Anyways, so here's our base. That's a taming pen out front, and then that's the actual base. Pretty good size. Not sure what this is up here. We got a fucking door open. I'm not sure what this is going to be up here. It looks like it's still being worked on. Oh, you motherfucker. Walter, you son of a bitch. Oh, man. Whoa. Okay, I'm lagging. Something ridiculous is going on. Anyways. So I think this top is not done. It'll probably be like some type of hangar or something. But we have another hangar down here. It's a hangar for the birds, so you can just fly in, and we're gonna work on some quets and some Argentavises here pretty soon. But you can just fly in here, and there's some storage back there. There's preserving bins, industrial grill, and some forges. The industrial grill, I'm not really sure how we got it, because I don't think we have anyone high enough level to make that just yet. But they did raid a base not too long ago. The base was already pretty much destroyed, but there were still some resources in it, so they went in there and took some stuff. And I know they got like a bunch of saddles and things like that, so they probably got that industrial cooker that way too. I assume that's how they got that. They did that before I had actually even joined the server and started playing. So we've got all this, and then let's see here. And then we've got a bunch of stuff down there. There's really nothing in there except for a bunch of preserving bins and some more storage boxes. But we've got 2 trikes. We got a raptor. We've got the beaver, which is like key to all of the success that we've got going on so far right now, because we traded with that other tribe for a lot of stuff. Like we got the Doedicurus kibble. It's pretty high. We've got a Doedicurus, and it's pretty high level, and we got all the kibble for that by just trading 3,000 wood. And we wouldn't have been able to get that 3,000 wood so easy without the wood or the beaver. So the beaver's been pretty instrumental in our success. We got a bunch of other stuff over here, a bunch of dillos and ovaria, and then a couple trikes. So nothing too fancy yet, but considering we've got all of this in less than a week on the server, it's pretty impressive. And that's what you get for having 5 dedicated people in the tribe working for a common goal, which is another thing that made me really want to play on this, because so far the biggest tribe I've been in is 2 people. I mean, I was in another tribe on the original server that I played on for a little while. There was probably about 5 of us, but it wasn't the same. They weren't that dedicated. They were working on stupid stuff, and yeah, we weren't allowed to raid. So I was like, no, I'm not gonna stay in a guild that they don't want us to PvP. That on a PvP server. That's retarded. That's just asking for your base to get raided, and you'll never do anything about it. There's our Doedicurus, level 98. Yeah, so we got some pretty good stuffs. Anyways, I had said that we were gonna probably look for some base to raid, some small bases to raid, but they were just mentioning looking for Quetzal to tame, so I think we'll probably work on that. I'll be right back. I'm gonna check on them and see what their plan is and see if they still want to do that. But I'll be right back with either looking for some bases to raid or a Quetzal. Okay, guys. Something ended up coming up last night in the middle of recording, so I did not finish the video. It's actually the next day, and I had previously said that we weren't going to make the raft in this video that I wanted to make, but it's the next day. I have time, so we're going to make the raft. So I'm just going to make this raft, and we'll do this in like a time-lapse fashion so you can watch me. I'm going to put a link to a tutorial on how to build this style of raft in the description box below. It's a really good tutorial. It gives you a lot of good information, so I highly suggest you watch it if you haven't already. But yeah, we're just going to build this raft, and the first thing I'm going to do is sink the foundations down into the raft, and then I'll probably have to do once I get that done, I'm going to have to farm up some more materials, and so that I can build wood foundations and all of that to actually build what I want to do. This is just to sink it in, so we're going to go ahead and get that out of the way. Okay, there we got it. Now you can see that I have the thatch foundation, but it's completely level with the base of the boat. So now I can just build foundations around that, and we're good. We're golden. We don't need to. I'll eventually replace that foundation with a different. I'm gonna build wood, and then later on I'll build this whole thing in stone. But we have the base to do basically whatever we want now. We're gonna build this one into a taming boat. So let's start working on that. And it looks like one of my tribe mates is about to log on, and so I'm gonna cut right here and go get some wood and some thatch and stuff like that, things we need to farm up to build the rest of this thing, and we'll be right back whenever we're ready to finish it off. Okay, I went ahead and replaced that thatch foundation with a wood foundation and laid wood foundations all the way around. So we've got our base building point. So what we're going to do next is we're going to extend the foundations out, probably just one foundation over here, one foundation over here, and then probably two foundations in this direction. Maybe two on this side and this side, but we'll see once I get all of that built. Now, extending is a little bit weird. There's kind of a trick to it. So I can't just stick a foundation out here because there's no snap point. It won't do that. But we're actually going to create a snap point using a little trick. We're going to take the wood or the thatch ceiling. We're going to stick it right there. And then now that is creating should create a snap point. There we go. All right. So now we got a snap point right there, and we can just break that thatch ceiling, and we'll get the materials back and be able to use those for more. So let's just lay all these real quick. All right. We're going to go down here. We're going to have a pretty nice boat after this is all said and done. Oh shit. What is attacking me? Please don't kill me, thing. Please don't kill me. Alright. Alright, now we just come back over here and holy crap. That's creepy. It's just dead. That's right. I'll take it for the meat. We need the meat anyways. Alright, now we've got the foundations laid, and we can just break these ceilings and the foundation will stay. That's pretty cool, huh? Alright, now we need one more right there. Actually, you know what? I probably won't make this perfectly square. I'll probably just do two this direction and two this direction. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make two out front and then two off to the side, and then look at it and see. Yeah, that's definitely what I'm going to do. Yeah, that's definitely what I'm going to do. All right, so we need one more ceiling right here. So that we can lay a foundation. Can we lay a foundation? No, we need wood. How much wood do we need? We need a lot of wood. Having that freaking beaver is nice. The beaver's got a pretty cool little trick I'll have to show it at some other point. I don't want to waste time. But the beaver is like insanely helpful. Come over here, you stupid little thing. I need to kill you. Die. Oh shit. There's more? Oh my god, these things are everywhere. la. All right. So I'm gonna just farm up a ton of stuff real quick, and then we'll come back and we'll lay one more row this direction and one more row this direction. Take a look at it and gauge what we want to do from there. Okay, it's getting dark again, but I don't care. You should be able to still see it in the video, and I'll just light a torch because it's all pretty close anyways. So we're just gonna lay our roofs, our ceilings, thatch ceilings. Let's see. Okay. And oh, come on. Oh, okay. Let's see here. So we're gonna need one more foundation and one more thatch ceiling. So I will be right back once I've got that real quick. Okay, I went and got all that stuff, and so now we can lay it. When I was counting how many I would need ceilings and everything, didn't account for it being. Oh my God, we need one more. I didn't account for it being, you know, there's more ceilings and foundations, everything like that needed because now it's bigger. I've already extended it once, so I didn't even put that into my calculation whenever I was counting how many I needed. I don't know why I just did that. Let's see. So. I wish I had something to farm thatch faster, or farm thatch and fiber. I know we have one of those little tools that gets fiber or whatever. I know we have one somewhere, but I can't find it. Okay, maybe I need to lay the ceiling or the foundations first before I can do that. All right, let's see. This boat is gonna be sweet. Okay, maybe I need a foundation on the other side too. For some reason, it's not gonna let me lay one over there. Man, he's crazy. He's talking about taming a level 120 saber. We wouldn't even be able to find one. Man, why won't it let me build that? That sucks. That sucks ass. I want to build there. I want to build a foundation. Okay, let's take a look at this. I don't think I'm going to be able to get a foundation over there for some reason. I don't understand why. That's still pretty big, though. I could do a dino pin right here, all this side, and a dino pin up front. And that's, I mean, that's pretty big. We could, yep, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. All right, so I need to get a bunch of walls and some ramps. So I'm going to cut again for hopefully the last time, and I'll come back whenever I have all the walls and ramps that we need. Okay, guys, so I have a pretty good amount of walls. And I've kind of decided that we're gonna, instead of, oh, shit, I'm not gonna be able to get on this boat. Anyways, I kind of decided that instead of completely building 2 pins, then I'm just gonna set it up to have 2 pins, but I'm not gonna build them completely in, because we haven't really decided what we want to tame yet. So we might try to tame something big like a T-Rex or something. So I'm gonna leave it to where I'm gonna set it up to where we can have the 2 small pins, but I'm gonna leave them open so that if we decide to tame the T-Rex, we can make it 1 giant pin instead of 2 pins. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set the wall right here. Let's see. I can't. What the fuck? Why can't I build a wall there? That's not good. I don't like that at all. Why can't I build a wall there? Where else can't I build a wall? I guess I'll have to deal with it. There's a couple things that I don't like about this boat. Whenever I redo it in stone, I'm gonna look into why that's happening, and hopefully I can fix it. But honestly, it's still turning out pretty damn good. Especially, I feel good because this is my first time ever building any like good boat like this. I mean, you guys have seen the ones that I've built in the past, but they were nothing like this. Let's see. All right. Okay, so I guess we don't need that one. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave this open. I'm not gonna build any more walls. I'm gonna leave it like it is, and then basically, if I want to have 1 giant dino pin, I'll knock this wall down and enclose it this way, like from here over to here. And if I want 2 small pins, I'll set up walls right here and then walls right here. So I'll have this pin over here and I'll have this pin over here. Pretty cool, right? And then we can tame 2 things. We can capture 2 things on this boat at one time and knock them out, start taming them, and then just take them home while we're taming them, and we don't have to worry about anything messing with us. It's a safe, super safe way to tame. So, and then the trickery of getting them in there will be these ramps on the outside. Let's see. Oh, I'm gonna need a lot more ramps. I didn't think about that. Yeah, I'm gonna need to probably, no, maybe not. We'll turn the boat around and see once I get all these ramps up. Oh, come on. Okay. That pisses me off. Oh, come on. This sucks. I'm pissed that these ramps aren't working right. The ramps are horrible. Okay, but it's not too bad because we can move the boat to where that will work. Damn it. Super disappointed. Okay, let's turn this boat around so that we can see if these ramps will work. If they go low enough. Looks like they do. Oh, wow. I didn't think about that. We don't even need the ramps. Okay. Well, we know the ramps work. Driving this damn thing. Okay. Yeah, so the ramps definitely work. We'll just get it like this, and then chase us in here. We'll get stuck. I need to go one more higher on the walls. But yeah, I think that's good. Ah, dang, I need to go one more higher on the walls, and I'll have to relay the ramps. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go. We're not. It's getting kind of late. I've got a little more work to do on this boat, so I'm not gonna be able to tame anything tonight. We'll save that for the next video. We'll use this boat to tame something cool. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, and keep an eye out for the next video. We'll go tame something. Hopefully we'll tame something cool like a T-Rex, or I kind of want to get some sabers. That's what I want to get. So hopefully we'll do that, something cool like that in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.